I read Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. So the book starts off with the protagonist, who is Guy Montag, and he lives in this world where it is believed that books are very evil and you should burn them all. Basically any book that is fictional or could become a controversial thing. They do have some books, but they're all informational things like instructions. So, Guy is one day walking down the street and he meets this girl, Clarissa, and she asks him if he's happy. And he's like, of course I am. Why wouldn't I be happy? But it kind of starts to eat away at him, and he starts to think, I'm not happy. And then he goes home to a wife that's committed suicide. Afterwards, since it's way in the future, they revive his wife and she doesn't remember any of it. And his life goes on, and he just continually has this feeling of emptiness and not knowing something's eaten away at him. And he is a firefighter, so he's one of the people who burns all the books. And he ends up stealing a book one day, and he is reading it trying to see what's in books that would make people die for them, that would make them burn with their books. So he eventually gets caught by this guy, Beatty, who's technically like his boss or something. And he ends up getting in this like showdown thing, and they go to his house to burn down his house and burn all his books. But then he's like, I'm gonna burn your friend too. And so Guy takes like a fire extinguisher, or not that, a fire hose, and burns Beatty, and then is on the run, and he goes, and basically at the end of the book ends up running into the wilderness and finding a bunch of other people like him, and ends up, they all talk about just how books, he talks to his old friend and the guys about what books do and what they are. And then he watches the city get bombed, so that's kind of unfortunate. There's a lot of themes in this, and it honestly seems like a play on just the world. It's kind of a dystopian novel that shows some truths about the world. It emphasizes definitely the importance of books and how books are little pieces of life. It talks about in this book how you can't go and travel the world and be everybody, but you can with a book. You can get all the perspectives. So it talks about that, and all these people are living. It really reminds me of Rome in the Breads and the Circuses, and that's what this reminds me of. And they've taken away all the books to make people ignorant, and they've replaced them with fancy gadgets and walls that have people talking to you. They're your family and all that. So it really is just a play on the importance of books, and it's not only books, but it uses books as its main way in the importance of understanding and just not being ignorant, basically. So that's really what I got out of it, and I definitely recommend this book because not only is it very philosophical, but it's also like action-packed, like with fires and explosions and stuff. So I really liked it. Yeah. And John Green recommended this, so it's definitely a work of literature.